Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 15 of Artifact Adventure. Leaving the castle as is tradition. In the last episode, we cleared one of the towers the Swamp King has been using to fortify his position and empower himself, or something. We also cleared the cave under this encampment. I decided to come here and check. Can you betray your word after collecting the treasure? I'm thinking I can tell this guy, what's up? I'm the chief of the Sand Clan. For over 100 years, been fighting against the Sarah Clan for control of the holy grounds. Now I demand you explain how to break through Sarah's impenetrable wall. I know how, buddy, I know how. He says, relax, it's just a joke. You probably don't even know what impenetrable means. Unfortunately, you cannot, it appears, betray your word and rat out the cave, which is so close to where his castle, his encampment is. You think he would find it himself, but unfortunately he does not. I come up here. We've already been to this tower, this Temple of Time, so no reason to hang out there any longer. We're going to be looking for something new today, a new area. So I explore up here, travel. You might notice the enemies here are kind of kicking our butt a little bit, but with all the heal spells we have now, it's not a huge issue. We can fight the battle, come out, drop some heal. We've already used up all of our MP. Follow the path here, and I think we'll find another city. So why not, right? Why not? We've already got a lot of healing water as well. Just keep healing up. The enemies here are strong, but they give a lot of experience. And down here we find something new, and new enemies we haven't seen yet. Ice moles, which lets me, kind of hints, it lets me know that we're probably close to an ice area, because I haven't seen ice elemental enemies. We've got a cave with some tombstones. I don't think so. We've got no MP. We're not ready to take this place on. But sure enough, there is a town. There is a town. A brand new city, which means brand new equipment, maybe brand new relics. A guy in blue armor in a weapon shop looks a little unique. Let's talk to this guy. Let's slow it down here to normal speed. West of here lies the Ice Cave. It is said that the crystals of life lie somewhere in those caves. If someone were to consume the crystals, they would have eternal youth. You know what I'm saying? If you were to come across said crystals, could you bring them to me? Why does he get eternal youth? If you get those crystals for me, I'll give you all my money. All $500,000. So if you find those crystals, don't forget about me. So there's our first quest. Brand new city, brand new quest. Bada bing, bada boom. Next up here, we check this. Oh, there's a goblin up there. Many souls rest in the southeast cemetery, including those lost in the war against the Swamp King. We were just there. That's a tiny quest hint. That's like a hey, there's something going on over there hint. So we've already got 2. Beyond the western mountains is a building they call the Temple of Light. Oh, ancient tradition says that there a warrior who proves his worth will be granted the ultimate strength. Oh, that sounds like something I might be interested in. Nobody knows for sure if it's true or not. I don't care if you think it's true. You told me about it. That means there's something over there. You gotta check it out. So we got a lot of stuff going on here. If the swamp disappears, will the monsters that come out of it go away? That's not really a quest. That's, she's just shooting the breeze. So we've got a couple quests already in this city. A couple directions. I'm a chemist. I'm trying to make a powerful drug, but to do so, I need a dream flower. The dream flower contains an incredibly potent life energy. Yeah, it does. If you were to use the medicine I plan to make, your physical and mental potential would be dramatically increased. Oh. Please bring me a dream flower and I'll share the medicine with you. Now, I was thinking maybe the crystal and the dream flower, maybe you got to choose one or something because you got 2 people, opposite sides of town. The West Watchtower's report is long overdue. Do you think something happened? Yeah, this is an RPG. I'm sure something happened. Probably the tower's on fire or something. So we rest up, save. We have a lot of directions. Coming here was a good idea. It opened up maybe 4 quests for us. And there's also this guy down here we haven't talked to yet. He looks familiar. Remember him? I remember him, but do you remember him? We saw him when he picked up the Frost Relic. We had the choice to give it to him or to take it for ourselves, and I gave it to him. Thank you for the artifact. You're welcome. I used the artifact to try making a sword. Would you like to buy it? The materials cost me 50, but since you're a good guy, I'll drop the price to 30 for you. I assure you, you'll love this sword. Frost Blade Getto. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. And some level up 2 for everybody. How does my sword feel? The sword has the potential to get even stronger. If some flame ore were added to it, we could make like a fire and ice super sword. But let's check it. Frost Blade. We're using the sling, but boom! Shamona! Shamona! Plus 15 intellect. And attack bonus as well. So of course we're going to be using that. And perhaps it does ice damage, which means maybe it does extra massive super damage against fire type enemies. Perhaps. Now on the way here, I cut out all the battles. Obviously, that's what I do, save you some time. But we didn't have any arrows for that new bow we just bought. Or we just received. We didn't buy it, we just got it in the last episode. So I buy a bunch of stunning arrows. I know there's arrows there. They're 15 arrows. They're 45 gold. Super, super cheap. I decided to buy the better arrows. Because, let's face it, we're kind of loaded. I mean, I don't know if you realize this, we kind of got a lot of money. So, I end up buying the better arrows. And I do some inventory management here. This shop sells new armor, some new weapons as well. Of course, with this much money in the bank, got money in the bank, ooh, you want to spend it. Because when you're dead, you're not going to be able to do anything with that money. So you want to spend it, spend it, spend it. Buy better stuff. So speed it up there. And at this point, there's one more thing we still have to do. Go down here. Each key costs 50,000. Are you kidding me? So let's find out what the relics do. The left one is the Thunder of Redemption. So that's like ultimate holy spell. Level 3 holy spell. Bring judgment to him. Spear of Light is in the middle. It's a powerful weapon. On the right is the wind stairs. Your ranged attacks will hit harder and more often. I don't know what that means. Your ranged attacks will hit harder and more often. I decide I don't need this stuff. Whatever. Don't want it, don't need it. Let's go on. And of course, you know what happens immediately afterwards. I changed my mind. No, let's go. No, let's go. Okay, so I decide, let's actually buy some of these. It's a lot of money, but you know what? I was just saying, you can't take it with you. So buy a key. I decide to talk to him one more time about which one I want. We've got holy damage on the left, powerful weapon in the middle, ranged attack boost on the side there. And there's a treasure chest in there too. Well, crap. Now I've got to buy that one too, because there's a chest in there. The Spear of Light. I will crush your enemies. Now, I'm thinking this is like heavy lightning damage, maybe. I decided to give it to my mage. There was a chance it could have been like a sword or something, but artifacts are always spells or key items. So I pick it up on the mage. Checking for it, checking for it, checking for it. Where is it? Where is it? Straight down. Strikes one enemy with a beam of light. 13 MP. That is a heavy-hitting single-target spell. Knowing that there's a chest in the room on the right, had to check my fingers there, make the little L with your hands. I open it up, and I'm like, what was in here again? Wind stairs. Your ranged attacks will hit harder and more often. I don't know. Healy's using a bow now. Let's check this. We've got the teleportation stone or piece of paper. So we can come back to this city. It's worth the chest. It's worth the key just for that chest. To save us from having to backtrack so friggin' far. And sure enough, Wind Stairs just increases the speed of the entire party. Now this got me thinking. It increases the damage of your ranged attacks. And you hit more often. So is speed accuracy? So ask him again, because I'm still like, range attacks will hit harder and more often. Is speed accuracy in this game? Maybe yes. Or maybe speed is a damage multiplier of some kind for bows. Now more on that in the super near future, because remember we just bought some arrows. But first, as always, you come to a new city, you darn well better follow your RPG 101. Open up your textbook, page 3. Read with me now. Thou shalt explore, oh my gosh, it's terrible. Thou shalt explore thy cities, both inneth the day and thy night. Now there's nothing here, of course, different at night. But there have been a lot of cities that we've gone to that have been different at night. There's still the one relic on the left. It's obviously level 3, undead, high damage to a group. Is 50k, which would be all of our money at this point. Got 53k left. So maybe we'll come back for it. But right now I think it's a little too rich for our blood. You gotta know when to fold them. So I head off to the left here because there are three things I should say they mentioned to the left. A tower of light or whatever with the testing of the heroes, the ice cave, and also the Watchtower. First thing we discover is, of course, the ice cave. No ice physics. Ah, you are looking for the crystal of life. I'm doing research on the crystals. I was told if you eat the crystals, you'll live forever. But I also heard a great tragedy will befall people who eat them. Maybe it's best I don't try it. A little bit of foreshadowing there, if you know what I mean. So we're level 30 now. I had forgotten how strong this team became. How quickly this team became strong. So we're looking for the ice crystals. We find a tree. Melt berry obtained. What? That's not ice crystal. Melt berry, it's up to. A berry used for melting. So this berry, here in the ice caves, not connected to any quest at this point. At this point, I have no idea what this is for. But it's a key item. And if there's one thing you know about RPGs, if an item goes in the key item slot, you're probably going to be needing that item for something. So, there are a lot of random battles in here. Obviously, I clear them out as I always do. Nothing interesting, no real unique or new enemy artwork. Just reskins of some of the same enemies we fought before. No reason to keep them in, no reason to slow you down with them. We got the staircase here. We're doing okay. Our stats are holding up. Second floor, usually different enemies appear on the first floor than on the second floor. But in this cave, not the case. It's still the same guys. Same strategy I always use, auto battle. Check it out. Crystals of life obtained. There's Death's Path. Now there might be more in this cave because we somehow managed to pick the right direction at every fork in the road. But our MP's running low. I decide, let's not hang around and whatnot. We've got the crystal. It's the right crystal. Come to town. It's nighttime. Let's sleep for the day. You never know if there's going to be a boss fight. When you give away these key items, you're never sure what's going to happen. I checked this guy because I think maybe the Dream Flower and the Crystal of Life are connected. He doesn't change his story. Over here, we've got the guy. Let's see what he has to say. West of here lies the ice cave. Same stuff as before. Crystal of Life lies somewhere in those caves. How the Crystal of Life got in the ice cave, I don't know. If one could consume the crystal, they would have eternal youth. Same story as before. If you were to come across said crystal, could you bring it to me? If you get those crystals from me, I'll give you $500,000. Don't forget about me. So here we go. Could it be the Crystal of Life? Please hand them to me as we agreed. I'll give you $500,000 for them. Won't you let me try them? I should have said no here. Maybe I should have said no here. I'm not sure. I say yes because I'm like, terrible tragedy befalls him. Nothing to do with me. Come on, man. Give me the crystals. After consuming the crystals, the man's body begins to crystallize. And look who it is. Old man Ice Cave. This has been caused by crystals of life. I had a bad feeling when I saw you come out of the ice caves, but I didn't think you could have found the crystal. According to legend, consuming the crystal will separate the body from our timeline. Only a fruit with the power of melting can bring the body back from oblivion. Or so the legend says. This fruit with the power of melting, and it's the same thing we just found. Quite common. The melt ice. Legend are correct. The melt berry might bring him back. We already have the melt berry. If one is reanimated in this matter, they'll have no memory of who they were before. In my honest opinion, he has brought this on himself by not heeding the legends. We should leave him like this. I'm sorry, you will never get your promised reward. Even if you manage to save his body, he will lose his memory. Your efforts would be unrewarded. So you still intend on helping him? Yeah! You are truly merciful. I will watch here to make sure nobody else comes in. Melt berries can be harvested from trees growing within the ice caves. We already found them. So I guess we found the melt berry first. A reward, it sounds like, is shot. This guy's like, just leave him. Teach him a lesson. But I'm like, nah, I'll help him out. It's cool. Where am I and who am I? Oh, pretty convenient. You forgot. Good people like you are, a rarity. It's touched by helping the poor man. It's not much, but please take this. Blizzard staff obtained. And 12,000 experience. Level 31 awaiteth. So there we go. We got the Blizzard staff. It's people like you who will change the world, is what he says. So we got a good reward in the end. It was not 500,000, unfortunately. Just like with the golden staff, we're a minute short and $1 late. But look at this boost. 25 intelligence boost. That's a 25% attack boost for his spells. Not to mention, it also has a physical attack boost, which we're probably never going to use unless we're silenced. That being said, it's still a huge benefit. Huge, huge, huge improvement. We just had bought the Zen staff in this very town and already replacing it. So that storyline is done. We're finished here for today. We did the ice cave. It's a good story. I like how it ended. Feel free to check out next time. We're going to continue exploring some areas around the city. Feel free to like the video if this is something you're interested in. Feel free to subscribe for more content like this in the future. And do me a favor, would you? Stay classy. For you. And for me. And until next time, friends. Take care, and I'll see you then.